Welcome to CSE Guru. In this session, we will discuss with an example how to construct a parse tree in compiler design. The given grammar is, let G be a context-free grammar for which production rules are given. S derives BB or A derives BBS or AAA, B derives AAS or BBB. Construct the parse tree for the string W is equal to double B, double A, BA, BA. So parse tree is nothing but the hierarchical representation or the pictorial representation of deriving the input string. In the parse tree, the root node represents the start symbol and the leaf node represents the terminal symbols, and the non-terminal symbols will be present in the middle of the tree. So for the non-terminal symbols, we will choose to apply the production rules repeatedly until we will get the terminal symbols. Parse tree always starts with the start symbol. So in this given grammar, the start symbol is yes. So yes represents the start symbol or the root node of the parse tree. So now if you are checking here, there are two production rules for yes. Yes derives BB or AA. Now we have to check the input string. So the string here, it will start with the terminal B. So we have to choose the production rule that starts with B. So we will apply the production rule S tends to BB. So now if you are checking here, the lowercase letter b represents the terminal symbol and this uppercase letter b represents the non-terminal symbol. So for the non-terminals present in the parse tree, again we will choose to apply the production rule until we will get terminals. Before applying the production rule, every time we have to check the input string. What is the next character we have to get? So accordingly, we have to choose the production rule and apply for the non-terminals. So now for this non-terminal B, there are three production rules. Here we need the character B. So we will apply the production rule B tends to B, B, B. So the next non-terminal is B. And the next character we have to get is A. So choose the production rule that starts with A. So there are two production rules. So we will apply the production rule B tends to AS. So the next non-terminal is yes. So next character we have to get is A. So for yes, if we are checking, only one production rule that starts with A. So we will apply the production rule yes tends to AA. The next non-terminal is A. And the next character we have to get is B. So choose the production rule accordingly. So A tends to B or A tends to BS we can apply. So we will choose the production rule A tends to BS. So the next non-terminal is yes. So the next character we have to get is A. So apply the production rule S tends to AA. So the next non-terminal is A and the next character we have to get is B. So apply the production rule A tends to B. And the next non-terminal is B. So only one character we have to get, that is A. So apply the production rule B tends to A. So now we have constructed the parse tree. So we will trace the input string. So the input string if you are considering, first is B. So we have derived B, next B, and then next is A, and then A, and next is BA, B, and then A, and last it is BA. So next is B, and at last we have derived A. So we have derived the string double B, A, BA, BA using the parse tree. So if you are considering the parse tree here, this S represents the root of the parse tree, that is the start symbol in the grammar, and the leaf nodes, all the leaf nodes is representing the terminal symbols, which is nothing but the tokens. And if you are considering the middle nodes or non-terminal symbols, so for these non-terminal symbols, we have repeatedly applied the production rules until we are getting the terminal symbols. So now if you are considering in this parse tree totally all the non-terminal symbols, we have applied the production rules and finally we have derived the complete terminal symbols. So this is an example for constructing the parse tree. Next example. Let G be a context-free grammar for which production rules are given. S derives A1B, A derives 0A or epsilon, B derives 0B, 1B or epsilon. Construct the parse tree for the string W is equal to 00101. So, if you are considering the parse tree will start with the start symbol, that is nothing but S. So, here S represents the root of the parse tree. And if you are considering here, there is only one production rule for S. So, we will apply the production S derives A1B. So now if you are checking, there are two non-terminal symbols A and B and one is nothing but the terminal symbol. So for the non-terminal symbols, we will apply the production rule until we will get the terminal symbols. So for the non-terminal A, we have to apply the production rule. And if you are checking our input string, it will start with 0. So apply the production rule for A, it will start with 0. So we will apply A tends to 0 A. And the next non-terminal here is A. So next also if you are considering we need 0. So apply the production rule A tends to 0A. Next non-terminal is A. We need to apply the production rule for A. And the next input we have to get is 1. So if you are considering here A tends to 0A or epsilon. Here there is no production rule, it will start with 1. So apply the production rule A tends to epsilon and epsilon represents the empty string. So if you are checking here 001 we got and 01 we have to get. So and the next non-terminal here is B. There are three production rules for B. B derives 0B, 1B or epsilon. The next input symbol we require is 0. So apply the production rule B tends to 0B. So the next non-terminal is B. And the next input symbol we have to get is 1. So apply the production rule B tends to 1B. And now we got the string 00101 already we got. So apply the production rule B tends to epsilon, that represents the empty string. So now we have derived the string 00101 using the parse tree. So now we will trace the input. So the first input is 0 and the next input is 0 and next is 1. So next here we have derived epsilon, that represents the empty string. Okay. So next is 1 and the next input is 0 and at last we have to get 1. And next is epsilon represents the empty string. So if you are considering here, we have derived the string 00101 using the parse tree. Thank you for watching this video.